down. That's a full team kill.
What is that?
Another.
He's looking for third. He's gonna get it.
Not the kill, and Vastek's gonna find another one. He finds that shot. He finds two.
He's still alive. Can he go in?
Oh my goodness.
He's gonna go bar down and give Saints the lead again.
Welcome back, Saints fans, on this fine Thursday evening for some more CCA East Qualifier Rocket League action. Going to be your St. Clair Saints versus Iona College. Going to be on this fine Thursday, and I say we should have a good match between us. Saints Green, unfortunately, they did fall through the losers bracket on the first qualifier on Sunday. So now, going to try their hand at this again. Going to go on Thursday, starting off against Iona. I think we're ready to get into game in just a moment or two here, so going to be ready to go. Saints, like I said, looking to bounce back. Kamal, Vitali, and Raman going to be on the pitch today, and say just getting into game one, it looks like starting now, and the ball will fly across midfield to get things started.
All right, now you may have not seen me on the screen, of course, still here as well, but we, of course, like you're saying, Iona starting things off. They did not really get to play a whole heck of a lot during the last qualifier, it does seem. And actually, hang on a second, Robin, not going to even let me get this introduction go, and he's going to get this right into the back of the net after basically getting the pass from Kamal. Here we go, right cross. He's just sitting there waiting for it. Beautiful.
Yeah, I think 2 or 3 members of Iona maybe overdrove the ball there. Yes, maybe an account clicking issue or something. So looked like maybe a mistake was made. So Ryan Electric Boogaloo will confirm fantastic game again. And Saints will definitely take the 1-0 lead. Early kickoff, early goal for the Saints, 22 seconds in. Definitely the way you want to start your Thursday run because Sunday was definitely a little bit rough. They did unfortunately draw the ire of the world champions of CRL, which was Northwood. So not that they had the easiest run to start with, but looking to bounce back now. Great start to the game so far.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like even when we were looking at their matches last time by, it's not that they were even playing bad necessarily. Just, I mean, Northwood especially was just absolutely on another level. And as of right now, Iona just having such a hard time dealing with the pressure from the Saints. Just constant control.
Yeah, Saints with a great job just getting the spacing open, letting that ball fly across, kind of getting their feet under them, so to speak, and a couple of really good shots in net. Raman doesn't get deflection. Kamal will try to play it over the mid. Good challenge by Sir Standi. The Iona will try to clear the ball and won't be able to do so. Kamal will get the tip. The ball will get played into the corner by Vitali, and Saints are going to try to look to press again.
Yeah, still just kind of stuck in the Saints zone actually for just the briefest of moments as we do finally have the scoreboard ready to go here. Sorry about that for everyone looking forward to it. Actually, hang on, we got IC versus IC. Let's fix that fast. I'm the producer.
Beautiful.
I can call myself out on this.
Yeah, we're calling our shots here. It's okay.
As soon as I say not as I do, everybody. But anyway, we do, of course, have now Kamal charging on through. That is going to be Ryan.
Ryan to the electric
Boogaloo.
So good.
Oh, jeez. It's not even a confusing name, just a long one, but I love it.
Yeah, CCA has been full of long, confusing, and also really good names. Kamal going to try to get the back tap. Vitali will get the follow. And 2-0 St. Clair, 2 minutes into the game. A dream start for the Saints so far.
Exactly what you're looking for here, and this was just the perfect bounce pass. Actually, nicely done there from Kamal. Not necessarily, or he does notice that he wasn't going to maybe get as much of it as he was thinking. So instead of just forcing it, why not just tee it up with Tally in the background, who was able to just absolutely demolish it. There was nothing that the Iona College squad could actually do to stop that one. So now 2 goals in the lead here for the Saints, just over half to go still as well. Still some time for Iona to fight, but a little bit tough.
Yeah, and St. Clair, this is the one thing we've always said. They're definitely a slow starter, and every single time that they have struggled, they almost certainly lose game 1, and sometimes they like to play around and lose game 2 as well. So to see them come out with, first of all, the level of offensive pressure on Iona has been insane. I think they've already had maybe 6 or 7 cracks at the net, 3 or 4 scoring chances for sure, converting it twice. So definitely what you want to see out of the first half of the game, but obviously Rocket League, we know this ball can fly, and it will fly quickly. So you got to keep your foot on the gas, no pun intended. St. Clair looking to do so. Raman will get the follow, and buries it top left. St. Clair will continue to press the gas, and they go up 3-0 now.
I mean, at this point, it's just working, so might as well just keep pushing it again. Just another perfect cross-field pass right through the crease. Now it's a bit of an awkward bounce as well. There was a defender on the side of IC there ready for it, but there's just such an awkward angle that you couldn't really immediately boost towards it and get it. And no mistake, Raman getting a second goal of the game. Maybe looking for a third.
Whoa, Raman going to get back tapped by, maybe it was Kamara, was Vitali there as well. Maybe they're trying to set up a little give and go there. We have seen the Saints pull that off before, and when it works, boy, does it look nice. Kamal is going to get the air dribble. Dodgers went through the middle. Kamal with another flick will get saved by Sir Stani, but Kamal once again picking up where he left off on Sunday. He had so many excellent plays of just dribbling the ball down the entire field, beating one or two defenders, and although Kamal will get the clear there, Saints playing with fire a little bit. Iona trying to press it back now because they have 2 minutes left, and it looks like it will be a 4-0 lead. Vitali gonna bury that one, and IC looking pretty worse for wear now, 3 minutes in.
I mean, the moment that I was going to give IC a little bit of credit for getting some offensive pressure, it seems like they could not then make the rotation back to keep themselves covered, allowing for just a very simple, clean shot on net to just crawl its way through, and just a little extra insurance going forward here for Saints now. 2 minutes to go, 4-0.
Yeah, and that could definitely be the problem. When you go down 2-3-0 to what you know is a really solid team. Oh, though, Sir Standi, he's going to bank it off the left post. I was about to say, you put a lot more offensive pressure and you maybe take some eyes off the defense, which cost IC, but as we see just now, actually going to pay dividends. Sir Standi going to get the interception and just clean it up immediately. So IC, at least you got one back on the board there. You still have 1:45 to work, but you do have your work cut out for you.
I mean, that was just pure reaction coming out there from Sir Standi, because that just turned into a little drag race after Ramen tried to control it, but Standi was just going that much faster, was able to capitalize. So a little bit of sign of life here for Iona. And I mean, a 3-goal gap here with 1:30. Of course, like we say pretty consistently, not impossible. I like the attempt coming out there from Kamal. The pass over to Ramen, but just wasn't quite in position. But a lot more passing plays coming out here from the Saints.
That's the one thing, because Sunday it felt like they were kind of winging it on offense, although IC going to be winging it into the Saints net. Now it's 4-2, so don't sleep if you're St. Clair now. 4-2 with 1:13 still to play. If IC can put together another goal every 30-35 seconds, they can easily get back in this one. And St. Clair, the passing looks really, really good. It looks flashy. It looks like they've cleaned it up, but you got to play defense too. So St. Clair got to buckle down, try to defend now. 1:13 left on the clock, and hopefully Saints will be able to close this one out.
And then that one right there, that was the Saints passing play that just ended up turning into an IC passing play, which it was just a small, like, little cross-field pass, and just worked out beautifully. And oh my goodness, what a way to get a hat trick, Ramen. He's just going to absolutely snap the axles off of him.
Ramen with an absolutely fantastic goal, had only 4 boosts, able to get the reflip, gets the redirect, shoots it between 2 defenders, and now 5-2. Absolutely nasty work from Ramen. And if you're the Saints, you have got to be feeling on cloud 9 right now. It seems like besides 2 defensive lapses where you were trying to make something like beautiful happen on the offensive end, they've pretty much played a flawless offensive game so far. Say a couple minor mistakes here and there, but the passing looks a lot better. The rotations look so good. The field just seems so much more opened up last time. I felt like they were like choked in their own end for a majority of the qualifier, but now going to press it again. Rum with the flip. Reese going to try to get off the backboard. Vitali will come through off the crossbar. Will not get the double touch, but St. Clair still threatening. Another touch. Rum and Vitali. And Ramen gets the squeeze. St. Clair just all over IC with some perfect passing.
Okay, so Kamal's going to get this initial pass into the center, but this bank shot here, did Kamal actually assist with a bump onto the IC player to then bank shot it?
Pool shot, bank shot. St. Clair will definitely take it now, 6-2 with 35 seconds. So just as IC made it 4-2 with 1:13, St. Clair answers twice in the last 40 seconds, and now if you're IC, pretty much on dead legs, just have to try to make anything happen.
I mean, intended or not, you're saying that's calculated, right?
Of course.
That was just absolutely beautiful to see in that regard. But now we're in the last couple of seconds here. Saints just have to kill off the clock. I see probably looking towards game number 2.
Yeah.
Of course, not necessarily with as much of wiggle room with these early stages just being best of 3s, but at least definitely not done just yet, but they really have to bring it in game 2.
Yeah, St. Clair, phenomenal way to start the series. Picked up way better than they left off on Sunday. We saw them play some pretty good series on Sunday against Northwood and NKU, but they seem to have played just a lot better match overall. Defensively, played really, really solid. They did miss the 2 rotations where the ball goes flying, but the passing, the dribbling, the touch, the timing, everything just seems like it was working on 100 this time. Saints able to do such a good job and close out IC in game 1 so far.
Absolutely. And Ramen, 4 goals again. My goodness, just absolutely taking over the game, but of course with the immense support coming across the entirety of that St. Clair roster.
Yeah, every one of the Saints getting involved exactly how they needed to. Vitali crashing the net. Ramen and Kamal, some fantastic dribbling, just great touch to get the ball across the field. And now, loading into game 2, Saints looking to close out IC with a 2-0 in this best of 3, and they will get first touch and take the ball over mid.
As of right now, nice little passing play to start things off, and that was nearly the finishing job there, but a good job by DJ to get there just in the nick of time. Otherwise, I was going in.
I wonder what got into St. Clair. We did not see this level of passing on Sunday. Maybe whether it was just Northwood being too strong and the mental maybe got a little bit chalked, or NKU just maybe playing them too well, but St. Clair looks like a totally different team the way they're playing offense today, so maybe they got to scrims, got that VOD review. They seem to have figured a lot of their holes out on offense, so got to look to keep that going in game 2. So far, not a bad job just passing the ball back and forth off the wall, so not too bad from the Saints to start off.
Okay, so we've seen it from Saints the entire year. Their bread and butter has always been you just send it to the backboard and try to make the play off that. However, this is the most that I've ever seen already in one series, which is going to say a lot, because we've seen a ton of Rocket League here on the Saints Gaming CA channel. But a lot more open field passing without any walls necessary, and I love the switch up.
Yeah, I mean, you got so much space to use in the pitch. Why not take advantage? Just kidding. The backboard is great. You get those.
Nice shot.
Great touch by Kamal. Able to slide it to the left of the defender and bury it for a 1-0 lead in St. Clair. Fantastic start.
Oh, just the perfect interception of this pass. That was a little bit of a rough bounce, unfortunately, there for Ryan 2, the electric boogaloo. But that is going to put Saints up now, 1-0.
Yeah, Saints are going to look to take control again. We've seen goals come in bunches in the first game, so maybe St. Clair are going to look to press immediately again. Vitali will get the touch. We'll actually get the follow. No members of IC are in the net in St. Clair. Vitali with as easy a goal as you will ever get off the assist from Ramen in St. Clair. Just like that, 10 seconds later, 2-0.
Yeah, nothing fancy about that one except maybe that little 180, like as if you're doing a little pop shove or something. we Tony Hawk out here, but just makes it very interesting because I guess if you're going on a one-on-one, you're not 100% sure what angle Vitali's actually going off there. And that's could be number 3. No, that's going to be the crossbar. Iona needs something quickly, and it's Erstandi with the save to at least keep this at a 2-goal disadvantage.
Oh, IC is going to actually break the 2-goal disadvantage. Erstandi will find the back of the net. I was just going to say, St. Clair had IC in maximum security, but IC coming back the other way, taking the handcuffs off and burying it to make it 2-1.
All right, yep, absolutely. Coming in clutch, picking it up and finishing the job there, bringing this right back to a 1-goal game. So plenty of time on the clock to make something happen here as well. Tersandi going to get this face-off win, going to send it all the way back in here. Vitali's going to be forced to pick it up to the skies. Nice little interception there by Ryan, but does not have any teammates for the time being. Kamal tries to juke through. He gets a bouncer as well. It's going to throw away it.
Kamal, you did not have to do it to him, brother. Kamal with a fantastic air dribble. Flip reset, fakes out 2 defenders on IC, and the ball just trickles into the net. 3-1 for the Saints.
That's like the equivalent of a drop shot or something like any
Put a little
tennis
English
fans out
on it.
there. Exactly. Like you look like you're just going to charge at it and just full send it, and you just slow it right down. And you saw it. They were flying. They were getting themselves in position, and they're in the right position. Yeah. And never mind, that's going to actually be Vitali with a 2nd goal of the game. And once again, just in fantastic position to get this pass.
Listen, Vitali watched Raman and Kamal dribble the ball through. He's like, hey, guys, I want some too. Going to be right across there. That's as clean as the goal as it gets in Rocket League. Pass from the corner, through the crease, bury it into the corner, and now St. Clair looking like they are definitely starting to feel themselves. This looks very similar to what we saw in Game 1, actually. I think Saints are up 4-2 with like a minute and a half left, so pretty similar to the Saints. Once again, the offense has just been outstanding so far.
Absolutely. It's like the beginning initially looked like, yes, a little Saints favored, but Iona was keeping tabs on them, was just like staying shot for shot for the most part. However, then like the 3:30 mark happens, and that is going to be the hat trick. Welcome back, Vitali. You got yourself a hat trick.
Yeah, fantastic little touch there by Kamal to pin it off the wall, and then Ramen actually gets the quick little double touch. I thought Ramen was going to get that floater in, but Vitali will happily be there to clean it up, and St. Clair starting to run away with this series against IC.
Oh my goodness, everybody on the Saints roster right now feeling the love here in this game in terms of the stat sheet. And that's going to be another demo. Standi almost getting it there. Vitali so close with that aerial play. Ramen looking to maybe just put a little extra salt in the wounds here for Iona right now, because there is just so much that has to go Iona's way in order to get themselves right back into this game.
Yeah, and St. Clair's been playing so cleanly. You can't see my face, but every single time St. Clair drives that ball towards the net, I have a look of shock on my face, just ready for like, how's this ball going to go in or what's going to happen? But St. Clair, there is still 2.5 minutes. It only takes 3 to 4 seconds to score, depending in Rocket League. So you're not out of the woods yet, but Kamal and Ramen going to try to set up the 2-man game. Ramen is going to get that nice little double touch, but 2 members of the Saints are coming back from the other way. So this might be a free crack net for IC. They can make it happen. Standi, it was too weak though, and Kamal comes back with a massive save. St. Clair completely mispositioned and still finding a way to save the ball. And now once again pressing the action in the offensive end.
Okay, they just absolutely got bailed out there. Standi had exactly the right idea. However, I do agree that was just such an awkward angle to try and take it at. But had Standi been able to capitalize on that, that definitely would have been the second one. And actually, DJ going to make up for it. Going to find the goal this time by. Does get past the St. Clair defender after, I think, this awkward little bounce here. Yeah, Kamal could not quite get it to Ramen. And then Vitali was still just getting his boost. So DJ absolutely there to capitalize. Beautifully done.
Yeah, I love that the Saints are they're playing a lot more free, and offensively you can see they're all trying to score. Like, they're not really dedicating any effort to the defensive end, which is fine when you're playing this well. But one thing you want to make sure, now that the offense is clicking, maybe you try to, like, all right, let's challenge ourselves, guys. Let's not let them score this last minute 40. We were happy ending the game 5-2, but let's try to make sure we just got to get like a minute and a half of lockdown defense and try to carry this offensive and defensive momentum into game 2. Although they are going to press the action again. IC still playing off that back foot. St. Clair going to put everything they have into it. Battalion, Ramen getting off the double commit again. Kamal is going to try to play it. IC with maybe almost another free crack on that. DJ will get the demo, so St. Clair, IC definitely not going away.
Yeah, and that's definitely true. Ramen, okay, he was almost getting cheeky right there. That was a nice attempt. Good save on DJ, though. But yeah, that's definitely something to keep an eye on. You can't just, hang on a second, DJ, goal number 2. I thought Kamal was going to pick that one up, and he got the initial save, but DJ getting his own rebound is going to redirect this, and this is still a 2-goal game. Yeah, DJ almost threw that ball at the corner, knowing that Kamal or Ramen was going to hit the ball back towards him. He's in perfect position for the cleanup, and now, don't blink twice, but 5-3 for the Saints. IC definitely clawing their way back in this game. The scoreboard, getting pretty close now. And if you're St. Clair, what I said about the defense, now you really want to try to hone it. Although Vitali is going to get the ball stolen in the Saints zone. So IC going to try to put some pressure. Stani going to get a shot at the net with a tip. DJ save will come through for Ramen. So IC with a lot of good chances right now. Okay, that was so close to being the hat trick there for DJ. That was a fantastic one-timer right in the top of the crease, but a bigger save. And we got like roll one coming up into the corner.
Haven't seen one in so long, actually, though. Oh my goodness.
Okay, so we do have the little breacher.
They broke it.
Vitali going to bump him aside, and to be fair, 2 Saints were kind of locked up there, and this could very well be the case, but no! Ryan 2 is not going to end up making contact with it. That would have brought this within 1. Definitely one you're going to kick yourself a little bit for later on tonight.
We're going to call that calculated and lucky in the same sentence, because St. Clair definitely got away with one. Ryan almost certainly should have banged that goal home, but now if you're St. Clair, just try to play the clock. You have 10 seconds to play. IC still trying to press the action. Try to find DJ with a great shot at the net. Kamal and Ramen there for the double save, though, so only 5 seconds now. St. Clair looking to bounce IC into the loser's bracket of the East qualifier, and it looks like the ball should drop momentarily. Maybe IC gets one more for solidarity. We'll see if it goes through here. It will touch the ground, and St. Clair will walk away with a 2-0 series win over Iona College.
Yeah, and a solid one there for the Saints. Granted, I will not lie, though. The way that one ended was a little bit terrifying, to say the least here. Yeah. Of course, don't mind me, Dan, the talking commentary ghost. And there we go. I'm gonna show up here for a second here. But yeah, it was definitely a little bit nerve-wracking, to say the least, though, because yes, they went full out on offense, which I guess is a little bit of an all-in, because even Iona in this case here, they did punish it a couple of times. Yeah. You do that with some of these other seeds that you're seeing later on in the tournament, it won't be once or twice. I think you're going to get that punished like 7 or 8 times. So you got to be very careful.
Yeah, and I don't think you're going to get that level of quite that level of prowess. And it was so efficient. St. Clair barely ever had the ball, challenge or stolen. Every goal they scored wasn't off of a misplay or a steal. They were just out of position for the net 90% of the time. So definitely something to correct, because against those stronger teams that are going to play that net a lot tighter, you're not going to get these free air dribbles, these flip resets, kick it to the corner, kick it back to the middle, double tap off the backboard. So you have to work for every single goal. So great that they got the offensive motor going, but now got to lock down on defense and really hunker down.
Absolutely. And then I wish I could exclamation mark bracket myself here. Use all in the Twitch chat can absolutely do that. But I got to see who we actually end up going up against, because we did have a handful of scary teams in this one. Not necessarily past CRL champions scary, but still very solid teams that were taking games off of past CRL teams. So I'm actually going to cheat a little bit and hop off of the...
Gotta get the cheat sheet for the bracket.
Going to hop off for a second here. Let's see if we can pull this up. Of course, exclamation mark bracket in the chat if you want to follow along as well. But one of them that I saw was UNC Charlotte, which I know I was joking around with a little bit earlier. I see them in iRacing, and I get a little scared, but actually, they were just barely missed. I think they're on our side of the bracket.
Oh, very close then. Yeah, I know we have a couple. I think there was Davenport, maybe Rochester or Rutgers. There's a couple that are some pretty top schools that were either CRL contenders or they were just fringe CRL competing teams. So this bracket, although we didn't get the draw of the world champs in second round this time, so Green definitely a breath of fresh air for that. But there's still a couple strong teams left. Oh, we got an update on the bracket possibly?
Okay, so Okay, 2 of the teams I was actually kind of somewhat worried about, both just DQ'd against each other in round 1. So UNC Charlotte, DQ. USF White, DQ. So that means...
a couple double DQs coming
whoever wins against Michigan and IU just gets immediately sent into the semifinals. Love to be in that position, my goodness.
Wow.
And then with Saints versus Ionia. Of course, we're going to move on forward. We get to play whoever wins between GVSU and UAH White, which are both teams we've competed up against in the past. Both teams that we have beaten in the past, but they were absolutely no slouches.
Yeah.
So, of course, any given Sunday, I know we're at Thursday now, but we have some good ones
They
on the
play
horizon.
football on Thursdays now. We're allowed to say it, so it's okay.
Perfect. All right.
And so, yeah, the Saints and the Green roster has seen some different flexes and some changes in personnel and otherwise the last year and a half. So the team that we maybe played them last semester, definitely not going to be the same team we're using this semester. So always that to worry about as well, though. The synergy and the level of just the confidence is one thing that screamed to me last game. St. Clair just looked like they were like beaming with confidence, which can be a good thing. And could also be a bad thing if things start to go wrong and then like you were relying on your bravado and your macho and then all of a sudden you get punched in the face and it's like, guys, what do we do? So
the moment confidence turns to cockiness, that's when there is a problem.
Yeah.
But thankfully, the Saints may have been a little bit too far on the side, but I think they kind of learned real quickly, like after getting punished 2 times there in that last game after it happened. But that being said, though, we are going to take ourselves a very, very quick break. The next match is scheduled to start in approximately 5 minutes, of course, against the winner of GVSU or UAH White. So hang on tight. We'll be right back. We're going to do a little bit of a commentary swap in here. Kermit is here to switch me out here, so I am no longer the talking commentary ghost. And we will be right back. Stay tuned.